Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 223 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA, and White Castle Hall of Famer, Logan. How are you today tonight?
Feel like I'm living in a madhouse.
Sometimes it's like that, I think. So,
Yeah.
same over here. So, we got a great show for everybody today. We are going to do a little racing recap. To your point, we had a little madhouse racing there. Panini Instant is on the ball, and so we have some cards for Bowman Gray. We'll talk about that. National Treasures, the sell sheets for is out on that. We'll review that, and we'll talk about the release date here in a minute. Logan's got an update on the Racing Card Hall of Fame, and then we'll do King's Court. Man, it seems like always a busy show.
I mean, for a niche, collecting sport, we have a lot going on, man. We really do.
I know. Of course, we were off last week, but so maybe we could have done a little of this. But of course, Bowman Gray and everything else was all new to us, so which was nice.
Do you want to tell them where you were last week while we were off?
I took a cruise, got the flu. A good time I
Bring
had,
him down,
pal.
man.
Oh my goodness. So, but really, I didn't get I didn't get off the boat much. When we went to Nassau and I don't know Princess K or something like that. I didn't even get off the boat. I just sat in the back of the boat there on the cushion and taking pictures of the sunrise and stuff. So
Well, the best thing about a cruise is all you can eat hamburgers.
they had getting totally off on a tangent. They it was Carnival. They have gay Fury. What's it, the
Guy Fieri,
Guy
yeah.
Guy Fury? They had a hamburger themed, I guess, place for him. So hamburgers were great, and they had a fixing bar and fries or whatever. So will not lie, I had that twice. So
Oh, I had it every day. I would have that every day and pizza. I would have lived fine like that.
I don't even know if I had the pizza. I had like everything else. Of course, it was carnival, and so some things were upcharged, or whatever. But did get some crab legs and shrimp one day, so for lunch. It was nice. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's what I was was doing. Oh, and the first time I ever been on a boat where we we picked up a stranded person, so that was interesting.
Yeah, you guys, you were out pretty far, and there was like a stranded dude on a boat.
Yeah, there was like a speedboat out there. Supposedly he was out there 2 days. I don't know. I thought they were gonna have to wait for the Coast Guard to come, but they ended up picking him up, and so there's a boat out there off the coast of Florida, ways out there if anybody wants it. So the maritime law.
Wow.
So that was a first for me.
Yeah, that's actually kind of exciting. I'm sure that they probably locked him up somewhere. They didn't let him go very far.
Yeah, when we got back to the port, it took a little bit extra time, and somebody's like, "Well, they probably had to process him before they would, let anybody else off." So,
Oh yeah.
but anyway, all right, let's get into that. Enough about that. So, we got let's do the recap. Um, the Craftsman Truck Series, they're off. We're still waiting. Race number one, the Fresh from Florida 250. And that's going to be Daytona International Speedway Friday, February 14th. So we're waiting on that. Xfinity Series, race one, United Rentals 300, Saturday, February 15th. So we're waiting on that. And over in Cup, we did have the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray, and that was Sunday, February 2nd, Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem. And Chase Elliott was our winner, 200 laps.
Yeah, I mean, but it's quarter mile, so you got to think it's only a 50-mile race, but still, that was a great venue for that event. The qualifiers and everything that they had, man, there was some beating and banging and some hot tempers, and I liked it.
So that was, I guess, a track or a track you would have like at your high school, whatever. So I saw some, I don't know, memes or whatever on Twitter. Like next year they're gonna have it in some mall parking lot, going up, up and down the aisles there. So because it's so small, but anyway,
They could have it where the Blues Brothers film they're chasing inside the mall.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. So, but yeah, so Chase Elliott was our winner, and Shane Van Gisbergen was our highest finishing rookie at position 9.
Yeah, he did really well. I mean, he's not by any means a short track guy. He's just not. Yeah, it's just not his thing.
Right, and considering all the other stuff, so he did pretty good.
Hmm.
Good to see that Kyle Larson and Josh Berry from the transfer. If folks who didn't watch it, you had to qualify in they had multiple heat laps and stuff like that. So, but it was great. It was, I think, it was a win all the way around. So,
Agreed.
let's see where we're going with this. We are going to let's talk about Chase Elliott's first cards. Haven't talked about him in a while, it seems like. And so we know about the baby Chase cards there from 97, Press
That'd be cool.
Pass. Yeah, and Press Pass and Pinnacle Racer's Choice.
Yeah,
Those
go. Hey, go back to that real quick. The racer's choice where Bill's holding him. Almost looks like he's got like a baby wig on or something.
He's got a head of hair on him, that's for
He
sure.
does for sure.
Yeah, it looks like. Uh, I'm not gonna go there. Okay, and then of course the Press Pass one is really cool because it actually calls out Chase Elliott being possibly a 21st century champion. So that was really cool.
Yeah, well, we talked about that before. It's like the Simpsons are working at Press Pass.
Yeah, exactly. And then the 2011 Wheels Element, the base card. There's a couple of parallels: the green from the hobby boxes, red from the blasters, the black from the silver packs, and the purple from the first lap hobby boxes. Those numbered at 25 and black at 35.
Yeah, you never see that purple. You see reds and greens every so often, but you just don't see the purple. You don't see the black. You just don't see those.
Yeah. Now with all this time passing, um, when I click, they're just getting the collections and they're not coming out. And then we also have the 2011 Wheels Element Undiscovered Elements autographs, and those are out of the silver packs, either numbered to 225 or out of 25. So, and then the SVG, he had the 2013 V8 Supercars. It had the card number 26 and the card number 54. Those are ones on the right. And then 2024 Dunruss, he has cards, um, relics. He's in the Donruss Optic and Optic Signatures. He's in the Panini Select. He's got 3 cards in that release with all the parallels. And he's also in 2012 Prism. He card number 87. And then I guess there's also a card for 87. And so that's in all the parallels, sensational signatures. He's in the profiles, insert set, and the color blast as well in 24 Prism.
Yeah, and he's also on the box of 2024 Prism.
That's true. Yes. So
He
I
made the
haven't.
box.
Yeah, I have to update the slide here, but so SVG turning out to be the man there for the rookie class.
He'll probably win a race this year. It'll probably be a road course race, but he'll probably win a race this year.
Now we'll see who wins the race. First race, Ty Gibbs or SVG.
Well, Ty Gibbs is more of an all around racer. He seems to, he's well suited for a lot of disciplines. So I'm going to put my money on Ty freaking Gibbs.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. And where else am I going with this? Okay. And then so our next race is Daytona 500, Sunday, February 16th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We also have the dual races coming up Thursday, February 13th. So we'll have races Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off in Daytona. So for the
It's going
different.
to be great.
Yep.
So I want you to be thinking about this next week. is going to be our season opener,
Okay.
you need to be thinking about who you think is going to win the Daytona 500.
All right.
We will make our predictions. I will predict who I think is going to win, and you will do the same.
I will do the same.
And if we have a guest of any sort, they'll have to do it too.
Put them on the spot. Yeah, we need to get Misha on. Um, find out what's going on over at Panini. So let's see. IndyCar, they're still waiting. They don't start till March 2nd, and Formula One doesn't start till March 16th. So they're the last ones to start up.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's it for the racing recap. All right. So since we just talked about Cup and stuff like that, let's go talk about Panini Instant. So Um, so the 24 Panini Instant's done. I don't know if I hinted before that I ordered my cards from them, and like Logan, I think you had mentioned too. You only had gotten one of the 10 pack.
Of the
So
Joey Logano, yeah, I got a 1-pack instead of a 10-pack.
yeah, so since you had told me about that, the next day I got mine, and it felt kind of light, so recorded it just to make sure I had video of that one. And I got a, I was supposed to get a 10 pack of Truex and got a one instead of the retirement card. And so
Wow.
I've been dealing with customer service all this time. I think I sent the first email on the 17th. So, but excuse me, I called and I don't know, my email address got tagged, I guess, by the spam filter, but either because I had the pictures, but they tell you to send the pictures. Anyway, I've been been trying to get back and forth, and finally got to the right person here, so I should be getting mine here soon. So
Yeah, if we don't get those, then we don't have complete sets.
right, and those
We've gone the whole year or the whole playoff season, and then we get hosed at the end.
the
That's,
last two, right? The last two we get, we get. But anyway, it worked out. So where I'm going with this is, all right, now on to 25. If they would do it, we were talking about, possibly having a subscription or what else? What they were gonna do. So the Bowman Gray cards were up on the website. I snagged a photo here. Um, they changed a little things around a little bit. They removed two of the parallels from last year. There was a 1 of 25 and a 1 of 10. Those are no longer on there for the Bowman Gray. I'm assuming they're going to drop them for the season. I didn't see anything about a subscription, and it still looks like it's a 1 pack, 5 pack, 10 pack, or 25 pack, and the 10 pack is still $49.99. Free shipping at 50. So it doesn't look at any of that. There was any movement on any of that. So the autos are still at a 1 out of 10 and 1 of 1s, and you can see the new different parallels. Uh, Looks like there's water and magma, lava, and the 1 out of 5 is lightning. So that's that burgundy one.
yeah, they had magma.
Yeah, little Austin Powers there.
Yeah,
So that's what it looked like. They went on sale. We're recording on Wednesday. They went on sale today. And let me see. Here's what's left. Oh,
dun,
there we
dun,
go.
dun.
That's it.
That's it. Just the base. Order
Yeah.
as many as you like.
Yeah. And there was an email that went, Hendrick Motorsports sent out an email. You know how they've been sending a ton of emails out if you're subscribed to their emails thing. But they said, hurry, get your, Chase Elliott wins. And they had done that for Larson last year. And those were some of the highest print runs. They were like 146 of, the 2 times Larson won, they were both 146 a print run. So I'm expecting Chase to be that or higher. So
Well, let me say this. When I order tickets from Ticketmaster and I click on a pair of seats or however many seats I'm looking to buy, it tells me that I think it's 5 minutes or whatever that it's going to hold, and it has a little timer, let you know that you can screw around a little bit, but You got 5 minutes, and they're holding them for you that long. Today in my cart, I had an autograph, and I had one of the parallels. I think it's the water. Yeah,
I'm ready to snatch it. Good.
yeah. And I got ready to check out, and it said some of the items in your cart are missing, or whatever it says. And I went, really? I mean, I was trying to go as fast as I could, and it still wasn't good enough.
Too
Um,
slow.
I guess I'm old and just too freaking slow. But I pay with PayPal, so it's easy to do. I mean, it's just like click, 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 click. It should just all go. And ended up just getting base cards, and that's all I could get.
I don't mean to laugh at you. I know because that happens to me sometimes. Like I go and because you have to go through the steps or whatever. And sometimes I mean we haven't talked about it a long time about having the bots or whatever, of whatever. So, but um, you got to select it. You got to put it in your cart. Then when you got to check out, you got to maybe possibly. I'm thinking I don't know why I'm thinking of tops or whatever, but you got to pick your address. Which one to send to. Then you got to go through your payment process if you're going to use PayPal or if you're going to use credit card or whatever it is, right? And so you got to go through those steps or whatever, and you hope it's there. So I do
Yeah,
like what you say. If they can put into some kind of cart system where it's like, all right, I have it, and
I've got
you know,
5 minutes to check it out. And see, that's the rub I have with Panini's website. I've had so many things over the years that have been stolen out of my cart, and I'm going
right,
to say it like that. I mean, they've been stolen out of my cart. I had them in my cart, and they were gone.
yes.
So
So I wanted to let everybody know Chase Elliott's are out there. It doesn't look like there's a subscription. They've dropped. Looks like they dropped the two parallels, and me and Logan were talking. Right, last year they started at the playoffs, and this year they're starting at this race. So we're looking at 40, 42, 43 cards this year. So it's gonna be a big set.
it's going to be a huge set. It's going to be a little pricey too.
Yes, sir. So it's not for the faint of heart.
No,
So I just want to give everybody the update on that. I think that's it for the on demand. Oh, the we talked about last show, the Parkside IndyCar Pacific. Those are now shipping. Um, that's that premium product. That's $30. You get one auto numbered and a base numbered as well. So you don't get two cards, but it's a high premium like shimmer stock. So
shimmer stock.
I think that's what they said. So
Wow.
this is based on the Indy 500, and then the regular set will be coming out. I don't know. I think it came out March last time, so I don't know. But we'll be on the case. So
Yeah, I think I need to go out and buy me a handful of those packs of those cards.
yeah, they look like a brick. And what the I can't remember his name. It was Michael something. He's like the I don't know if he's marketing manager Indy track or something, but he was on I can't remember now if it was Facebook, one of the groups. He opened a few boxes, whatever, and somebody was mentioned about the waste because they have this box, and it's kind of like a blaster box. But he had a good point. He's like, they make great shelf decorations, stack those bricks, so,
Yeah, yeah.
so you put them in your background or whatever. So you make a faux wall of bricks if you open enough. All right, so that's off the table. So we talked about that. Okay. Oh, you know what? We went right in. We didn't even talk about
Oh, you
our
no
shout
shout
out.
outs or nothing.
I just went bam, bam. We were ready. We were ready to work. So, and we're here working for everybody. All right. So we have a new subscriber, Aaron Stevens. Welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, big
All
thumbs
right.
up. Yeah. Uh-huh. And our shout outs to Jason Freeman, Robbie's Hobbies, Kyle Katz, Dylan311, Beans, Bolt Car Blog, and Misha Wines for the YouTube and Rumble comments. We read them, so please leave them.
Yes.
Folks were talking about the high numbers in select. Some folks didn't realize that, and keep an eye at the shows. So that's smart.
Yeah.
SMART.
I will be looking through boxes of commons, so to speak, at shows, and anything really 201 and above, I'll be pulling out because the middle 201 to 300, they're kind of tougher, but the ones that are, uh, what I say,
No, you're right. Yeah. So the 101 to 199 are the
yeah,
cars.
yeah,
Those are
yeah,
the
those are a little
little harder.
tougher. I said it wrong, but and then the ones that are 201 to 300, those are very hard to get. You
Yes,
might
sir.
get two or three in a box or something. It's extremely rare. I was lucky enough. I found a dude selling a lot of those on eBay, and I bought them for. They were like $5 a piece, is what they averaged out to be. So now I only need 33 of the 100.
Oh,
so
wow. That's great.
so yeah, that's good. And I do have a few doubles to trade. So I guess I need to go out on nuts and say, hey, these are the ones I need, and see what happens.
Of course. Yeah. All right. Next up, the National Treasures Racing still scheduled for April 18th, subject to change, and it's an 8 auto box and two base cards, or 8 autos and mem plus two base cards. So here it means around 50. So we were going to talk about looking at the National Treasure sell sheet, just to kind of quickly go over that. And where do I have that? Do I have it right here? So 2024, last of the 24 products to come out. And then we have the treasures. Oh, wrong one. Yep. The treasures of Hall Hollow Gold. And that's look for autographed memorabilia cards featuring drivers and NASCAR personalities who have been enshrined in the NASCAR Hall of Fame with treasures of the Hall. That's pretty sweet. I like
I do.
that
I
look
like that.
there.
And it looks like they've got some premium memorabilia
Yeah, that red
on there.
and blue. And then our Hendrick 40th signatures platinum special autograph set featuring Hendrick Motorsports drivers of the past and present to highlight the 40th anniversary of the winningest team in NASCAR history with Hendrick's 40th anniversary signatures. I know Logan's loving that.
Well, there's some of the drivers that I don't know what the checklist looks like for those signatures, but like Ken Schrader and Jeff Bodine and those guys. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some autographs of them. Uh, it'd be cool if they had like a cut of Tim Richmond,
I was
but I,
thinking the
I,
same thing, but I don't.
I
I
doubt
have,
seriously they have that.
yeah, I have not seen many Richmond autos. I can't remember of much in the products. So anyway, and then the notable nicknames platinum. The NASCAR has some big personalities and some awesome nicknames. Collect these autograph cards that feature the on card signatures accompanied with the driver's memorable nickname.
So yeah, that's cool. They got Rowdy on there for Kyle Busch.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll probably have Kevin Harvick out there. They'll probably have Happy and have Tony Stewart with Smoke, and I'm sure they'll have all kinds of different ones.
Yeah. Jeff Gordon with Jeffy Pooh.
Yeah, Jeffy Pooh, Jeff Gordon, and a Ty freaking Gibbs for Ty Gibbs.
There you go. There's the dual autos, the hollow silver version there. Hunt for dual autographs featuring two on card autographs of teammates, drivers, and their car owners, and a brother sister pairing. Okay. And the Prime Fire Suit Material Signature booklet sponsor logo. Search for booklets featuring race use fire suit swatches, multicolored patches, jumbo tires, and sheet metal. Also look for autographed memorabilia booklets. And then our photo finish green. Look for several insert sets, including photo finishes, highlighting the closest finishes in history, throwback rides featuring old school hot rods, and modern day tributes. And Hendrick's 40th, which celebrates the most successful team in NASCAR history.
Yeah, I see that they've got Hendrick 40th all over the place. I wish they would have struck a deal with Petty to do the Petty 75. I guess that just didn't work out for them.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough anybody. My mouse, man, it's been like double clicking on me here, and I tried to mute it. So anyway, I apologize if I think. But to your point, Yeah, it seemed like there's plenty of the Hendrick 40th, and they totally missed the Petty 75th. But
Yeah, I would. Man, I would have been all over that. Anything that they would have made for Petty 75th, I would be collecting it.
I mean, I gotta just say that Hendrick is more in tune with what's going on with the collectors and having their memorabilia and stuff like that. I always heard like with Petty, trying to get Petty stuff is really tough, memorabilia wise.
Yeah, I,
Of course, I mean after 75 years, they've used up some memorabilia. So
they definitely have. Back they used to bury those cars, back behind their property, and a lot of those things have rusted down to nothing now. So yeah, I doubt seriously you could get much out of the from the old Richard Petty cars.
and then the folks who have stuff, they don't want to let it go for any.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
If
they
I
want
had
to
some vintage sheet metal of Richard Petty's, no.
exactly. So Hendrick's probably a lot easier. It's only been the last 40 years, so uh,
True.
Petty stuff was a lot longer ago. Their window was smaller. So anyway, before all this collectibles and autographs and everything else. But our last slide is the hobby configuration. So we talked about 10 cards a pack, one pack a box, and four boxes a case. Is the biggest product of the year has arrived with National Treasures Racing. Look for 8 autographs or memorabilia cards per box on average. Find new insert sets featuring Darlington winners, door-to-door finishes, and classic paint schemes. Hunt for booklets featuring race-used tires, sheet metal, and fire suits. Look for autographed versions. Search for the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary sets, including autographs of the best to ever drive for Mr. H. So you get the 8 autos and mem per box on average, and 2 inserts or base cards per box on average as well.
Looking at blowout cards, they're pre-selling NT boxes for 2024 for $400. Now, I'm
Which
sure that price will come down probably to 360, 350 before it's all said and done.
um yeah, I was gonna say 400 is about the range they go for every year, and I don't know if there's a 30-day hold or a 60-day hold before they can start dropping prices. So, because what's 2023 at? I saw during like Black Friday or during the sales, it was like 300 or just under 300. So,
Something like that. They've actually, believe it or not, I'm looking at their website right now. They've got 2016 National Treasures Racing. Oh, it's out of stock. Okay, my bad. Wrong answer.
it's all right. There's a lot of stuff I think they have on there that's out of stock, or they only have a few and they're gone quick. So,
Yeah,
who was I
they've
looking at? Was it David Adam or Steel City? They had like 94 wheels, series one and two.
wow. Series two is what you want.
Yeah, it was like $50 a box, I think.
Oh, geez, you get junior rookies in there. Holy crap, man!
Yeah,
I need. Who was this again?
the Steel City or David Adams. I think
Oh
maybe it was
crap!
David Adams because of Reed. Maybe it was a Reed buy. I don't know if they. I don't know how many they had, but anyway,
Huh.
some of them are getting some of the older products, which is cool, nice, but everybody's wanting some of them the newer stuff. So
Yeah, I'm not seeing it at David Adams.
okay, maybe it's gone.
Oh no! Here we go. It's at the very bottom. Yeah. Series one and series two, 49.95. And it doesn't show to be sold out. So hey, people, go out there and go get you a box. That's a cheap rip and it's fun. You could get gold cards out of there. Um,
There's
why
the
not?
Mark Martin auto.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I mean, looking at the prices that we have these days for boxes, and you can pay $50 for a box. I'm going to be doing it. I'm definitely going to be buying some of these. Yeah, and you're right. You're right, Val. It's definitely a read buy. It says it on there, so that's cool.
Yep, I'd let everybody know about that.
Yeah, awesome.
Let me see. I think that's it for unless you want to make I think next on our list is the update of the Racing Card Hall of Fame.
Right. Uh, The voting for the Racing Card Hall of Fame ended on the 31st of January. So we have tabulated the votes. We actually know who's going to be going in. But I am working on the website right now. It's hosted on Val's website, actually. So we're working on that. We had some tiebreakers that we had to break. We had to get the committee together and break the ties. And it's going to be a nice class. Some very nice cards. You'll see. We'll be announcing it next week's show on our new season next year. So our season starts whatever our new season starts next week. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. We all got in the room, got some beer and some pizza, and we couldn't leave until we got the tiebreakers all set.
That's right. I mean, it was there was almost some fisticuffs.
Yeah, there were.
But we did it. We like I said, we know the results and we will share them with you next week's show. In fact, we'll have some nice little graphics and everything showing you everybody, like kind of like what we did last year, if you remember what we did last year. So it'd be pretty much the same thing next week. And plus we'll be talking about getting ready for the Daytona 500.
Oh yeah, we will. All right, I think that's all I have. Is there anything else you want to chat about before we do King's Court?
No, well, I don't know. Yeah, the state of collecting right now is just weird to me. Just getting off on a tangent here. Prices are just out of this world on things. I mean, we're lucky that we collect NASCAR um, because people, the stick and ball sports. I don't know how people afford it now. It's just out of sight, and I think some of these companies, are a little out of touch with the collector base. I think they're catering more towards the breakers, and I don't. I buy into a break here and there. If I see a Richard Petty break or something and I can get it for a decent price, I'll do that. But it just seems like the world of collecting is just like in a state of flux right now. It's just very, very strange. I don't know what you think about that, Val.
Well, you mentioned breakers, so there was an we haven't even talked about the backyard breaks, and I don't do a lot of breaks with stuff and with NASCAR or anything else. But so Newsmax actually picked up that story and they talked about backyard breaks and that they could do like $100,000 a day on whatnot. I was like, that was kind of jaw
What?
dropping to me. Yeah.
I hadn't heard that. Oh my god!
So I got that off of Newsmax. Um, so that was the thing. That was my takeaway. I uh, backyard breaks and that whole thing. I don't want to really go into it too much. They were definitely wrong, and there needs to be some ramifications. But it doesn't seem like the manufacturers are calling this out.
No, they're
So
not.
so it just seems like it's more about the money than either integrity or what not or what. Because it's pretty much you want the kids to be in it. So this is not being regulated or um the speech whatever maybe they need to have ratings for some of these channels. I mean they do for podcasts. You say if it's for a child or not or whatever. So I mean parents don't know what's going on with
No,
some
they
of these
don't.
breaks if they're in these breaks. I don't know, maybe they're all adults with that kind of money a day. So again, I don't participate in those breaks, the high dollar stuff. Again, I do NASCAR. So um it's not like we're busting thousands of dollars a box on stuff. So
Well, this we talked about this very subject on Hobby Hotline last Saturday, and the consensus pretty much is they're going to get a slap on the wrist, and it's all about money over morals. Um, and it's really sad in my opinion that our society is allowing stuff like this to happen. Um, I don't condone what they did. What they did is just I couldn't find the words for it on Hobby Hotline. I can't find the words for it right now. It's just terrible what they did, and they're gonna get, they're not gonna get, they're just gonna get a slap on the wrist is what's going to happen. And the
Unless the
hobby,
main unless the mainstream media picks this up, then and maybe that's what they're all waiting to see what the mainstream media does, because then they'll have to come out and do something about it. Otherwise, because it's already been what, a week or whatever, and
nothing's
nothing's happened.
happened.
Now I think Whatnot has suspended that account, but I don't know if they're coming back or not. But they got to get product from folks, and so where's Fanatics on this? Where's Panini on this? And Leaf. I mean, they got to
Uh,
be, or the distribution folks that are feeding them the boxes,
mhm.
right? Unless they're buying them directly from these manufacturers. So we'll see. Is it the almighty dollar, or is it their integrity and um, protecting the kids? So
It's unfortunately it's the almighty dollar. The hobby has a very short memory, so a month from now nobody will be thinking about this. Something else will happen, and it'll be squirrel over here. There'll be something else going on, and they'll get away with it. And I'm wondering. There was some talk. I heard some people talking about the National. They have a big booth at the National. What does the National say about this? Nobody other than Whatnot has come out and said anything at all. Not one manufacturer. Not any card show like the National. Nobody has said anything. Um,
and
that
that actually speaks a lot.
speaks volumes to me about how what it's all about for these manufacturers. Apparently, it must be, in my opinion, it must be all about the money. That's what I think, and it's sad because those were lewd and crude comments that they made.
No,
That's a line that they crossed that should never be crossed, especially if you've got children possibly watching. It's just ridiculous.
Now, my understanding was, and I don't watch them, I don't participate in the breaks, is that was not the person who's made those comments. That was not their first time with those kind of comments. So
Well, it would be one thing if this was their first offense, and maybe you could give them just a itty bitty little piece of slack, but they're repeat offenders. All the things that they've done. I mean, they've tried to get cards, that belong to somebody else and keep them. I think the list of offenses goes on and on. So, what do you do at that point?
sorry, I think getting over this flu here.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it. And I
go.
apologize for everybody. I keep on hitting the mute, and that thing double clicks. I'm gonna have to get a new mouse. So, but so yeah, I don't know. I guess time will tell, and we'll see. Like I said,
Well,
I don't have any interaction with them, so it's not like I can take my business somewhere else because I don't do business with them. So, but I guess that's what's going to be is people who refuse to use Whatnot or voice their opinions to these manufacturers or to the national. Um, and that's what it's going to take. So, and if nobody cares, then that's what the manufacturers see.
well, in any other situation throughout the war or out this country, if I was at work and I made comments like that, they'd fire me. You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't have a job. No, I don't care where you work. I'm not for cancel culture. That's I totally disagree with cancel culture, but this is a line that I think was drawn, that they crossed, that something definitely has to be done.
So I think part of the issue is like either is part owner or is owner.
Yep.
So we'll see what kind of pressure Backyard Breaks gets to separate themselves from him or what. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's sad state of affairs, that's for sure.
Definitely not a good look for the hobby.
No, it's not a good look for the hobby. Let me say this. I'll finish with this. I made the comment on Hobby Hotline that I used to collect Hot Wheels cars, and I loved it. It was fun. But the collectors and the people, dealing in Hot Wheels, it got crazy because my son and I were at Target one day, standing in line, and these guys were behind us. They pushed my son down to go run to go get Hot Wheels cars. And that's a whole nother story. Needless to say, I went and confronted the guy that pushed my son down, and it was not pretty. We'll just leave it at that. And then I was at a Walmart one night. I had a guy threaten to burn my house down because I had picked up a treasure hunt. So that was actually the night that I quit collecting Hot Wheels. And I thought, there are some people in the Hot Wheels community that are just terrible. And the Hot Wheels community, it was terrible to me. And I thought, it's a great thing to be a card collector. We don't have that kind of crap going on in our hobby. Well, fast forward to 2024 and 2025 after the pandemic. Sometimes I'm ashamed of this hobby. And I'm ashamed to sometimes even be a collector and be part of it because I see some of the crap that goes on and the greed, the scamming. It's when you get big dollars involved, these are the kind of things, unfortunately, that happen. And it's, now I think, you got folks in the collecting world and the hobby that are worse than the Hot Wheel collectors. That's my opinion.
Well, there's a lot of money involved in the in the hobby, so
Yeah. So I'm not a fan of what's going on right now. I wish we could go back to the good. I remember a time when you just collected base cards and collected cards with your friends and traded, and you had fun. Those days are long gone.
yeah, there weren't really many insert sets or then parallels, and yeah, it kind of got
Yeah.
nuts. But all right,
All right, let's do King's Court, man.
all right, here we go.
Do it, man. Well, my hair is getting like way too long. I've got to get it more manageable. You know what I mean? But I don't need a mullet like Joe Dirt. All right. So this week's King's Court, I'm going back 2 weeks since we weren't on last week. So I'm going to start out with honorable mention number 1. This was on the 5th of February. It's a 2023 Panini Prism Racing William Byron manga insert case hit SSP NASCAR. They were asking $400 for this, and they took a best offer of $190 for Willie B.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I like the mangas. I mean, I think there's some people that don't care for them very much or think they're a little cartoony, but I like them. I think they're cool because, remember when we were at the National, and actually I think this is when Tim Trout was still there, and he showed us some pictures of these things on his phone because he couldn't show them to anybody, and we got a taste of that. That was really cool, and I fell in love with them then. I'm collecting them here and there, but some of the prices get kind of crazy, so I'm trying to pick them up when I find good deals. But yeah, this is a cool card, man. I like it a lot, and I'm sure whoever bought it likes it a lot too.
Willie B fan. Yep. All right.
All right. Next, honorable mention number 2. This is also on the 5th of February, 2024 Topps Chrome F1 Mario Andretti. It's a me, Mario. But anyway, it's a Circuit Masters Auto Orange. We had one of these a couple weeks ago on King's Court, also an honorable mention, and it was like number 25 of 25. This is number 24 of 25. And I think that one went for like $600, but they were asking $550 for this one, and it went for $500 best offer.
There we go. So maybe next week it'll be 23 of 25.
Yeah, it's going down, man.
We count down, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a nice looking card, and I love that auto.
I love these cards, and I think Mario is seeing a pretty hefty surge right now. If you go out there on eBay and look at his cards, they're starting to get kind of pricey, and his autographs are starting to get kind of pricey. So, and I think it's all because of this Topps Chrome, and he's out in front of everybody now, and that I think that's in a way that's a good thing because he deserves it. He is, probably one of the greatest drivers, if not the greatest driver ever, in any form of motorsports.
Yeah, he's up there. He's won the Daytona 500. Yeah,
Indy 500. He's only one of two people that's ever done it. Him and AJ.
he's another one that comes to mind when you talk about all-time greats. So,
Yep, I love AJ. I hope he's doing well. Anyway, but yeah, it's a cool card. So maybe, like you said, maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, we'll have number 23 of 25.
all right.
All right. Next up is our Joker of the week. This is actually it says it's the was it
Is
the
this
11th?
the Hocevar?
No, this is the Joker. This is the Corey LaJoy.
Oh, I had it. Where did it go?
Anyway, it's a 2023 Panini Prime Racing 1/1 Corey LaJoy Jumbo Shoe Strap card. And he had autographed this shoe strap, so I thought that was pretty cool. He did it in silver, so hopefully we can find it.
Yeah,
Val's computer.
I'm trying. Because they kill us with these.
There it is.
Yeah. So then I click.
Yeah, the way that eBay is doing things now, I can send Val a link and it doesn't go back to the exact link where it shows the picture.
Yeah, it does that. This products are like sold out or whatever, so I don't know why it does that. So I think this is it. I think this is it. There we go.
So anyway, they were asking $249 for this, and they settled on a best offer of $129, which is not bad. I like Corey LaJoy. We've talked to him a couple times over the years. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He's got that Stacking Pennies podcast and everything. But I think that's cool how they got it signed.
Yeah,
that really adds to it. But I thought it was just odd and kind of funny that it was a shoe strap. You don't see a lot of shoe strap cards out there.
You do not. I can't remember the last time I saw one like that.
No, I can't either, honestly, and I'm sure it's a pretty thick card. But yeah, it's a great card. I think he's going to be running like select cup races this year. He doesn't have a full-time schedule, so we'll be looking for him. He'll probably be at the Daytona 500, I would like to think, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a cool card, man. Whoever got it, you did good. I like it.
Yep.
All right. So next up is Carson Hocevar. This is going to be our Jack of the Week. This is on the 27th of January. 2024 Prism number 21, Carson Hocevar, pot of gold. And you know what? We love gold on this show. But it's a gold vinyl 1/1. And they were asking $399.99 for Carson Hocevar. And they took a best offer of $265 for him.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think his future is bright. I would like to see him get with a more established, higher performance team and, see what he can do because, he was the rookie of the year last year. So, yeah, there's the 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a cool card because, of course, it's gold and we love it.
Yes, we do.
All right. Next up is our Queen of the Week. This is on the 29th of January. And check this out. It's got an additional person on here. It's a 2024 Prism Racing Iconic Dual Autographs Haley Deegan and her dad, Brian Deegan. It's number 10 of 10. They were asking $350 for this card. And this is a cool card. I knew this was going to be bringing some big bucks. Somebody went, click.
Oh, wow.
Bought it for $350.
Very nice.
Yeah, I actually want that card.
Well, there's a few more, so.
And as I was perusing through eBay getting ready for King's Court, I saw another one that went for 290. Somebody had 299.99, and somebody had clicked on that one as well. So they left some money on the table apparently. But and these people may have left some money on the table too.
Yeah, without going to auction. Well, they're in and they're out, and goes to um, a, a Deegan fan. So
Absolutely. And, her market is still strong. We thought that her moving to the baby Indy cars was going to affect her cards, but it doesn't seem to be doing that.
yeah, I'm really curious to see, excuse me, how they're going to get her into like the Pronto, Parkside Pronto, and how what kind of print runs they have.
Yeah, for sure. Because if they're going to put her in there, how many other people are they going to put from that series in there too? There may be some blowback from that. It's like, okay, how come you're putting her in there and not us?
Yeah, so I mean, they put Chadwick in last season, so we'll see. Um, if they find an opportunity to put Haley in there, so but we'll see.
But there's two of these dual autograph cards that I want from Prism this year. This is one of them, and the other one is Richard Petty and Dale Inman.
Oh, nice.
So those are the two that I would love to get from Prism this year. Who knows? Maybe the box that Panini sent me today might have it in there. You don't know.
We'll find out, won't we?
We'll find out. Hopefully, you'll get your box tomorrow.
Yeah, yep. All right, ready?
Yep. Let's move on, man.
All right.
King of the week.
Oh, here we
All
go.
right, you're going to love this. I know Ken is going to love this. Well, he's going to love it, but he's going to hate it at the same time.
Exactly. Of course, that's Kin. So
yeah. So this is on the 23rd of January. It's a 1911 Mecca Cigarettes T36 Demogé auto drivers racing card. It's an SGC graded 1.5.
I love the color.
Oh yeah, that color, that yellow just pops on that card for a 1.5. Holy
Yeah.
smoke! But this card went out for bidding, and it ended at $752.42 with 20 bids. A SGC 1.5.
Wow.
It presents well. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it sure does. It looks great with that black border and stuff. So, that's a nice looking card. I
Yeah.
don't know about the 752, like you said, for 1.5, but I don't know enough about the back. If it's the Mecca, if that's um a rarer back of the two. So
Right. Yeah. It very well could be.
yeah, that might drive some of the price up because if I remember right, there's like two different backs or two different backs or more than that.
No, there's two different backs.
And so people trying to make a set of each back. So, but I love that yellow. Like you said, it really presents well for a card that's over 110 years old. So
Yeah, who would have thought that we would have had our king, Demogé would be our king of the week? But he was.
yeah, he was. That's what
But
I love about King's Court, man. You never know what's going to happen. It's a must watch every episode.
It is a must watch.
Yeah.
But I remember it hasn't been all that long ago. I'd say in the last 6-7 years, when I could find these cards at the National, I could get them for like $50 a piece. No problem. And I was paying that. And now look at this. A 1.5 for $752.
Yeah.
And I know Ken's trying to collect the entire set,
with both backs, yeah.
With both backs. And I think it also has, I'm trying to remember, there's actually, I think maybe, oh gosh, I'm not even gonna go there. I know there's several variations, but anyway, yeah, that's a cool card, man, from 114 years ago.
Yep.
Wow. All right. So next up is our ace of the week. It's our one of one. This is on the 24th of January. It's a 2023 Prism Haley Deegan Scripts gold vinyl. It's a one of one. They were asking $6.99 for this, and they took a best offer of $500 for Haley.
Wow, it's a good looking card.
It is a great looking card, man. What are you talking about? It's cool.
With the gold and that fire suit with the white or the red or whatever that color is in there, pink, orange, or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a 1 of 1 gold scripts. Like I said, you saw the previous Haley card. I mean, her market is her market's strong, man. It really is,
Very nice.
and that's an awesome card. So I know the Haley collector that got. I don't personally know the Haley collector that got it, but I'm sure that the Haley collector that got it is like 2 thumbs up and very happy.
Yes.
All right. Next up is our Baccarat of the week. It's our F1 card. This was on the 23rd of January. It's a Futera Formula One Grand Prix Jack Brabham 1 of 1 auto card. And you just don't see these at all, man. And not
That's
only that,
24 carat.
it's 24 karat gold plated too, because we love gold. But it says he's a 3-time world champion. This card, it's pretty much almost like a best offer, but it's not. They started out with $1,750 Australian, which is about $1,094.45 US, and they had one bid. Somebody got it for $1,094.45 US. That's amazing. I've never seen any of those 1 of 1 gold plated autographs out of Futera.
Yeah, so it says that the die cut frame has been individually made so that's only one of each design exists in the world.
That's amazing. That's a great looking autograph too. They it's not cut off by the frame or anything, because you see a lot of these cut autographs like Topps makes and stuff. They're cut off, and this looks terrible, but this looks really, really nice. I mean, it's just exceptional. It's an exceptional piece right there. So if you're an F1 person and you get Sir Jack Brabham, that's pretty nice.
I was looking to see there. So it got the Futura, and it looks like I don't know if that's another little autograph in the back. Maybe
that's probably that's not going to be his autograph.
No, of course not. But I'm saying it's either Futura or whatever to kind of maybe certified or something. So, but
exactly.
Got the 1 on the back down there, and then also on the front. That's really nice. I didn't know those were in there. So what is that? Is that it doesn't say what year? Does it 2005, 2006, or is it one of the other years?
2005.
2005. Okay. Yeah, we don't see a lot of those in the U.S. So
it begs the question: was this a redemption? Because that thing's going to have some heft to it in a pack, so you're going to know, we pick up a pack. Whoa, there's really something in here.
Yeah.
So who knows if it was pack inserted or not? I do not know.
I was going to see if there was anything maybe showing the case that it's in, if it was like sealed or whatever, but it doesn't. Looks like a magnetic. Very cool though.
Yeah, very cool. Like I said, I've never seen one of those, and that when I saw that, I said, "Well, that's it. That's definitely my F1 card of the week right there."
Very nice.
All right, so finally, we're getting to our Royal Flush of the week. It's our highest price card. This is on the first of February. Richard Petty, 2013 Press Pass 5-star on-card autograph, STP patch, 1 of 1 booklet. They were asking $1,999.99 for it. And I think you may know what happened.
You got a clicker.
It got clicked. Somebody bought it, because I never saw it. So somebody must have bought it really quick.
Yeah, it's nice.
God, I'd love to have a card like that, because I'm a Richard Petty guy. He's my guy.
He is your guy. And that's a beautiful patch.
God, man.
Anything more iconic than that right there?
No,
in NASCAR?
No, you're right. It doesn't really get much more iconic than that. I agree. That is absolutely amazing.
$2,000.
$2,000.
Beautiful.
Yeah, whoever got that is ecstatic and on top of the world, because I know I would be if I was able to get that card.
See, I thought that was like a recessed area, but it looks like from the auto, it's flat.
Yeah, I think it is flat. They just made it to look like, they gave it the little shadow effect and all that.
Yeah, it's a great auto.
God, man. That would be one of the cornerstones of my Richard Petty collection. Of course, the STP 72 STP cards are the cornerstone for sure, but this would be real close to that.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. So whoever it is out there that got it, if you're watching, let us know, man. We're proud of you, and I envy you
Yeah,
very much, and I'm jealous.
that's a great piece.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, that's all I've got for this week's King's Court, man. We're done.
All right. All right. Thanks everybody for watching the show this week. We'll be back next week, and for me and Logan have I guess no racing this weekend, so have a safe week end, and I guess that's it. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Hashtag RCHOF for Racing Car Hall of Fame. Hashtag We Love Gold.
Are you gonna do that to me?
Hashtag Slabfire. Hashtag Ty freaking Gibbs. And hashtag It's So Shiny. And that's it.
Ah, we're out of here.